Have you ever woken up at dawn and seen the first rays of sunlight streaming through the window? If your answer is no, don't worry. We can be a little lazy, but swallows never are. As soon as the sun rises, these little swallows are already bustling about, preparing for a day of work. The nightingale may be a solo artist, but the swallows form an entire symphony orchestra. They wake each other up, and then the whole sky is filled with cheerful chirping. It's not just a greeting for a new day. It's the signal of a grand natural cycle about to begin, the nesting cycle. Now, let me tell you a fun story. 5-star hotels aren't just for humans. The swallows also have incredibly high standards. Their homes, known as Swiftlet houses, aren't just small rooms. They are complex architectural structures, from temperature and humidity control to optimal lighting design. Even the Swiftlet house must be decorated to feel relaxing and safe, like a beachfront resort. Swallows only choose places where they truly feel comfortable to build their nests. And trust me, if a hotel doesn't meet their standards, they'll leave without saying goodbye. Once these international standard Swiftlet houses are ready, the swallows return to live there. Can you imagine? Each day they fly up to 300 kilometers to find food. What do they eat, you ask? Not pizza, but tiny insects. Afterwards, they return to their cozy homes and begin building nests. I must say, their nest-building skills truly remind me of great architects. Just think about it. To create a sturdy nest, each swallow carefully gathers tiny drops of saliva and layers them bit by bit. And that's not even mentioning they do all of this using their mouths. But just building the house isn't enough. To truly entice the swallows to stay long-term, the owners must know how to lure them with music. Not chart-topping hits, but the sounds of other swallows. That's right. They play calls to fellow swallows, helping the birds feel like they're in a large community. And so the swallows flock in as if they've found the best nightclub in town. Who would have thought that music not only relaxes humans, but also attracts swallows? Once they decide to stay, the swallows get to work building their nests. Over time, each nest becomes a natural masterpiece. But to create a perfect nest, swallows must be truly patient and hardworking. They gather saliva, stretch it into thin strands, and meticulously build layer upon layer for their nest. Imagine if humans had to build houses using saliva. Surely the world would be full of shabby huts. After many weeks of hard work, the delicate, pristine white nests are finally completed. Each Swiftlet nest is a priceless creation, not just from nature, but also from the relentless diligence of the swallows. This is why bird's nest is considered one of the most expensive foods in the world. But not everyone knows that behind each small nest is an incredible process of nature. Once the nests are large enough, it's time to harvest them. But harvesting Swiftlet nests is not as simple as picking fruit from a tree. This is an art form that requires finesse and skill. The Swiftlet farmers must climb up each wooden level of the Swiftlet house, using special tools to gently remove the nests without damaging them or disturbing the swallows. Sometimes, this job is harder than climbing Mount Everest. Watching the harvesters, I can't help but think they must be the ninjas of the Swiftlet farming world. After being harvested, the Swiftlet nests must be carefully cleaned. This is an extremely important step to ensure the quality of the final product. Each nest is soaked in pure water to remove dirt and impurities. This task requires patience, as even a small mistake could ruin the nest. You can imagine the experts cleaning the nests as delicate artisans, polishing each precious creation with utmost care. Once cleaned, the nests are sent to the processing plant, where the production of Swiftlet nest products begins. Can you imagine? The plant is so large and modern that it can process hundreds of tons of nests each year. Here, the nests are sorted, dried, and packaged. Each stage is closely monitored to ensure that nothing diminishes the value of the Swiftlet nests. The team here works so hard, I think they could even outshine the most famous chocolate production lines. The global bird's nest market is growing so fast, you'd think it was just made of bird saliva. Well, technically it is. With skyrocketing demand from China and Southeast Asia, this industry is swelling, much like, well, the Swiftlet's own production. Yes, you heard that right. The bird's nest industry is now worth billions of dollars, proving that even spit can be a golden commodity. As the value of these delicate nests increases, so does the need for sustainable and ethical farming. Think of it like running a 5-star hotel. You need to treat your guests, the Swiftlets, well, or they'll move to the neighbor's house. The story of birds' nests is not just about food. It's about patience, craftsmanship, and yes, plenty of saliva. From the wild cliffs of Southeast Asia to the world's most luxurious restaurants, these delicate nests are a testament to ancient traditions and humanity's enduring connection with nature. As we look to the future, the Swiftlet farming industry offers hope for sustainable practices, ensuring we can continue to enjoy this delicate delicacy without harming the environment. And next time you enjoy a bowl of bird's nest soup, remember to thank those little Swiftlets, the architects of this marvelous dish, along with the impressive amount of saliva they've contributed. After passing through all the processing and quality control stages, the nests are carefully packaged. These Swiftlet nest boxes aren't just nutritious products, they are little treasures. And so from the processing plant, the boxes begin their journey, traveling across the world to reach the hands of even the most demanding customers. Do you think that every time you open a box of Swiftlet nests, you're holding not just a food item, but an entire story from nature and humanity? Finally, when the Swiftlet nests reach the consumers, they are more than just a nutritious delicacy. Each jar carries the value of nature, of the diligent swallows, and of the people who have painstakingly nurtured and cared for them. It's a magical connection between humans and nature, between skill and patience. And did you know, every time you enjoy a piece of Swiftlet nest, you're not just nourishing your health, you're also savoring an entire journey full of wonders. And so we've traveled together through a long journey, from dawn when the swallows sing to when their nests are harvested, processed, and turned into the meal on our table. It's an admirable process, but also quite fascinating, isn't it? Do you feel that after this story, every time you eat Swiftlet nests, you'll taste more than just the flavor? It's the story of nature, of dedication, and of the art of nest making. From the cliffs to the finest tables, The journey of the bird's nest is proof that humans will always find a way to make the most unexpected things valuable. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Next time you enjoy bird's nest soup, remember, it's a brilliant mix of nature, human ingenuity, and just a little bit of saliva.